Hey guys, welcome back towards Illuminator11. So today we are going to look at the Divine Masculine, as you can see from these decks that we have here. And we're going to be asking the question, what is ailing Divine Masculine? As in, what is causing them pain in their life? What is causing them, pain of the mind, pain in the way that they are looking at life, and all those kind of things. What is ailing Divine Masculine? So we've got 4 decks that we're going to be using: the Twin Flame Karmic Messages, Divine Masculine Ego Struggles and Healing, Divine Masculine The Silence, and Dark Truths as well. And yesterday we had a beautiful reading for you, the Divine Feminine, messages from your angels, messages of guidance to help you during this month of July. If you haven't checked out that reading, do check it out as a Divine Feminine. So yeah, let's look at the other side today of what is going on with Divine Masculine, what is ailing them in their life right now. So thank you, angels. What is ailing Divine Masculine? What do they want the Divine Feminine to know at this time? What is ailing them? The things that they're going through, and things happening in the mind, in their life, what is going on. So I'm taking this one that fell as well, and then this one, that one, and as you can see, that one really moved too, and that one. Right, so quite a few cards coming through there. And then thank you, angels. What is ailing Divine Masculine at this time? What are they wanting to say? So we've got 2 cards from here. And thank you, angels. What is ailing Divine Masculine? What are they wanting to say at this time? What is ailing Divine Masculine? So we've got that one, this one here, right? 2 of these and one more here. Right, and thank you, angels. What is ailing Divine Masculine? What are they wanting to say today? What is ailing Divine Masculine? What are they wanting to say? And then we've got one more here. Right, so let's see what's coming through. Let's just turn these round. So I'm just going to open these out as well and see what's coming through here. So first card that I can see right now is freedom. And they're saying to you, the more I work on myself and release more of what I need to release, the more I find freedom in myself and in my life, and the more I work towards being free to be with my Divine Feminine. Freedom is my goal. So in terms of what's ailing them, it's whatever is holding them back in their life right now. Whether it is their own fear, whether it's the insecurities, that or feeling of not being worthy of this love, of their Divine Feminine, feeling that they're not enough, guilt, shame, those things that are keeping them trapped, the things that of to do with them within themselves, of not feeling good enough even, or of thinking of the things that they did in the past and being held prisoner by that because they feel the guilt, the shame, and not being free from those things. And then there is the feeling sort of trapped in whatever situation that they're in, whether it's a karmic relationship that they're in, or whatever is going on in their life, in their 3D world, feeling that they need to be free from that. So that being trapped, by that being held back, that being in whatever situation that they're in, or, in the fears that are stopping them from living their truth and living their life, that is what is ailing them. It's like it's causing them to live a life that is not of, where they're truly meant to be. And, they feel trapped in whatever this is that is going on in their life, and freedom is their goal. They want to be free from this, from their own mind, from this karmic situation, from the things that are holding them back. Can be addictions, it can be certain habits, whatever it is. They want freedom from this. So what is ailing them is being held back because of those things. And they're working towards finding their freedom. For some, they're actually doing this right now. They are already working on themselves, releasing more of what needs to be released. For some, they're still feeling trapped and they need to start to work to find their freedom, but, freedom is their goal. They want to be out of whatever this situation or this thing is that they're in, so that they can be free to be with you, their divine feminine. And look at this card here. I long for my freedom. So they are feeling, pain from wherever they are. Whatever is going on in the situation that they feel trapped in, they feel like they need their freedom. They are saying to you, I long for my freedom. I feel trapped. It is causing me a lot of pain, and it's pain of the mind. It's pain of not being free, not being happy, not living a more fulfilling life, not having the person that they love. It's like ailing their mind to be in this situation where they are not free. So that's what they are wanting you to know, that they are, I have a lot of pain in relation to that, feeling so trapped and really wanting things to change as well in their life. And they are also saying here, I have so many regrets. I'm turning them into teachable moments. So they are also having a lot of regrets, and I mentioned that as well, of the things that are holding them back. They have regrets about the things that they did. The way they spoke to you. It can be about whatever situation that they're in. If they're in a karmic situation or they left you and moved into another relationship, things could have got complicated in that relationship. Maybe they now have a child or a child on the way, and they are feeling stuck and trapped in that situation, and they're saying to you, I have so many regrets. Or they are tied up somehow with, maybe through finances, in that karmic relationship, and they have so many regrets. They wish that things were different, and that feeling of being trapped in those regrets is actually something that is causing them a lot of pain. But they're saying to you here, I'm turning those regrets into teachable moments. So this is about actually, starting to see the lessons that they're learning from this situation that they're in. Starting to, actually see that this is there to help them to grow, to see what they're learning so that they can, learn from that and not repeat those things as well, when it comes to their life. So that's what they are letting you know. So they are regrets that they have in relation to the way that things are. And they are also saying to you here, so this next one is, I bought into their illusions. So this is also about, what is ailing them. If they're in a karmic situation, maybe the person that they are with, was, seemed like they were the person for them at the time. Things seemed easier than with you, their divine feminine, where they had to go through their healing, where they had to face their own inner demons and all these things. And at the beginning, things may have seemed like they were going to be okay, and that the person that they're with seemed like, life would just be easy. But they're starting to see the truth, or when it comes to this person, it's like, the whole sort of karma reason that they're there starts to open up, in a way that they really start to see that this is not where they're meant to be. They start to see like a different side of this person, in whatever way that may be, different side of this situation, and they're saying to you, I bought into the illusions at the beginning. Now I feel kind of trapped in this situation. I have sort of put myself in this situation. It's a situation of my own making, because I bought into their illusions. Now they want freedom from this situation. So I feel that what is also ailing them is the fact that, they bought into these illusions. They thought this was going to be it. And now they're finding that the grass wasn't greener on the other side. So it's like that is causing them pain as well. So that's what they're also wanting you to know. And then what is also ailing them? So the other card that we have, if I can pick it up, there we go. The other card that we have here is True Self. So, and it says, I am slowly chipping away at all that has held me back from finding and being my true self. As I do this, I am amazed at and am loving the little discoveries that I'm making about myself with every little step I take. So, with every little step. So, what they are letting you know here is that what has been ailing them is not being their true self, not living their truth, no, walking the path that they're truly here to walk, due to pain of the past, due to fear, due to insecurities, programming, not living their truth, and not being connected to their true self. This has been causing them a lot of pain, but now they are sort of peeling off the layers of all that fear, of the insecurities, the limiting beliefs. They are removing these bit by bit, chipping away at all that has held them back from finding and being their true self, because this has been causing them a lot of pain, not really knowing who they truly are, or not really finding their true self, hiding behind that mask of what society has told them that they ought to be this person, or, the mask of their wounding and trauma. All these things have been ailing the divine masculine. So they're letting you know that they are working on chipping away at this. And as they do this, it's going to help them to open up to more of their true self, so that they can live more of their truth when it comes to their life. And they're saying to you, as they are peeling off and chipping away at all those things bit by bit, they're starting to be amazed, and they're loving the little discoveries that they're making about themselves, about who they truly are, with every little step that they're making when it comes to finding their true self. So, it has been causing them a lot of pain, not being their true self and not living their truth. And then they are also saying to you here, so the next card that we have, they're saying, I'm feeling overwhelmed by the way I feel about you. So this also causes them, what ails the divine masculine is also, that feeling overwhelmed by that love, that the way that they feel for you. It can be intense for them, that sometimes it can cause them, sort of this worry in a way of what does it all mean, not understanding the journey, the way for what it really is, and why the emotions are so intense, and also with the wounding and or their own fears, it all becomes a bit much. So that can be worrying for them. It can cause them like that sort of ailing in the mind of what does it all mean? Why am I feeling this way? It can be a bit scary in a way, feeling overwhelmed by the way that they feel about you. And that's because they have this love for you that they've never experienced before as well. And then they're also saying here, I'm too angry right now. Let me cool down. And obviously take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because these are messages for the collective. So they're covering a lot of divine masculines. So there are other divine masculines who are actually, have the pain of the anger at themselves, anger at things that are going on in their 3D worlds, maybe the people around them. They can be anger about the way that their life is, just not feeling happy in themselves, and they're saying to you, I'm too angry right now, let me cool down. Or it could be in when it comes to your connection, because every connection is different. Maybe you've had an argument, and they are angry in relation to that argument that has happened. And they're saying to you, I'm too angry right now, let me cool down. So you're being shown what is ailing them, what is causing them pain right now. Is that anger, is that pain of whatever it is that is happening in their life, whether it's that argument that you've had, or it is other people in their life, conflict with other people, or conflict within themselves, being angry at themselves about why their life has turned out the way that it's turned out, why they've done the things that they've done. So this is also something that is causing them pain. And then this one fell onto the floor here. And they are also saying to you, next message is, I get nostalgic listening to music and thinking of you. You are on my mind. So this or not being with you also causes them pain. thinking of you, wishing that they were with you, knowing that they're the one who changed the situation for the two of you and got you two to not be together. That causes them pain. When they listen to the music that reminds them of you, getting nostalgic, thinking of the good times that you shared. I'm really feeling this energy of tears as well, of regret and wishing that things, they were still with you, missing you. And they're saying to you, I'm thinking of you. You are on my mind. Today the short that came in this morning was, I miss you. So there's also the ailing or the pain of missing you and not being with you, their divine feminine. And then we also have processing. So, this is also something that they have to work through and understand things, and processing their own feelings, their emotions when they get overwhelmed by the way that they feel about you, processing what is going on with them, and, and trying to face their own inner world and all these things, their own wounding, their childhood things that have happened in their childhood, all these things that they have to process, that causes them pain as well, not knowing what to do, confusion, and saying to you, I am processing. I feel guilt over my situation. So what also pains them or is ailing them is the guilt that they're holding on to. It can be guilt of being in a situation where they know that there is no love there, but they're just staying there, maybe for the children, or they want to get out, but they can't because of finances, and they feel guilty over the situation. They feel guilty over, the fact that they are in a situation where there's no love and they're not with the person, they miss the person that they have that love for. They just feel guilty and even anger at themselves. So, these are the things that holds them back. These are the things that causes them pain when it comes to their life. And then we also have here, they are also saying to you, I am dreaming about you. So also dreaming about you, their divine feminine, thinking about you, that causes them, it is kind of good for them, to be there thinking about you, the one that they truly love. But it also causes them pain because you're the one that they want to be with. And they kind of just see you in their dreams and they're not actually with you in person, and they can have this beautiful dream and it seems so real. And then they wake up and they realize that it was just a dream, it wasn't actually the reality of, of you two being together in the physical. So, that causes them pain as well, that not being with you. And then what else it does cause them pain? They're saying to you, I desire you. You are so sexy and hot. My body is on fire for you. So that passion, that desire for you, and not being able to be with you physically, that causes them pain as well. Wishing that they could hold you, they could be there with you, the one that they truly love, kiss you and do whatever it is that they wish that they could do with you, that causes them pain as well, the pain of missing you on a very deep level. So that's what's coming through as well here. And then we also have here, you are my forever. So now these messages are about you. They are dreaming about you. You are so sexy and hot. Their body's on fire for you. That's about really desiring you and knowing that you are there forever, the one that they want to be with. And they're saying to you, you are my forever. So, that's about knowing that they're also not with the person that they truly love. And, and they are also saying to you, you are my forever. We also have here, all of my worst fears are brought forward. All of my worst fears are brought forward. So, this is also about facing their own fears. The fears that are holding them back, the things that they need to face within themselves. So, this is something that actually pains them, facing their own inner world, the fears that they have, their childhood wounds, their trauma, the pain. This is something that is within them that causes them a lot of pain. And it's something that holds them back even from coming to be with you, their divine feminine. But when it comes to this journey, it brings out all those fears. They're brought forward so that they can face them. So, being in that place where they are running away from this and not facing those things actually causes them a lot of pain as well. And then even facing those things, having to deal with them, does cause them pain. So these are the things that they struggle with, that they're showing you that all those fears that they need to face, they brought forward so that they stop running and they actually face those things. So this is a big one, actually, that should have come right at the beginning, but it's trying to get all the cards in place. But it's a big one. It's one of those things that they're trying to free themselves from, so that they can be able to move forward. So, that's what they are showing you here as well. And then they're also saying to you, but change is just around the corner. So, they are working towards change, finding their freedom, coming back to their true self. And they're saying to you, change is around the corner and freedom from all these things that are holding them back so that they can be with you. Changes around the corner in their 3D world, changes around the corner within themselves. And to finish off, they're saying to you, I'm coming. I'm sorry for everything I said and did. And I promise you, I will make it right between us. I'm coming back. So, that is something that is also ailing them, not being with you and wanting to come back, but then also fear of how will I come back? What will I say? These are things that go on in their own mind. And being sorry for what has happened in the past, wondering whether you forgive them. These are all things that they sort of run through their mind, and how could I do that to my divine feminine? All those sort of thinking about the things of the past that they're sorry about. It also is something that causes them pain. But these are things that they have to work through. These are things that they need to release. These are the worst fears that are brought forward for them to face and heal and release so that they can then be free from these things. They can find their freedom and then be able to come to you. So they're saying to you today that they promise you they will make it right between the two of you. It's something that they want to do and they want to be with you. And they're saying to you, I will get past all these things. All these things that are ailing me and causing me pain in my life and keeping me trapped or hostage in my own mind or, in the situation that I'm in. I am going to find my freedom. I am going to find my true self. And I am coming back home to you. I hope you have a great day, guys. Sending you so much love.